Hey guys, I got another species spotlight video for you. Today we're going to talk about the dwarf chain loach. So let's get right into it and look at some clips of them.
Okay, so the dwarf chain loach. A lot of people think that loaches have this reputation of being these fun-loving but boisterous schooling fish that may stress out other Shire tank mates. But with the dwarf chain loach, these guys are pretty chill, and they come in a nano-sized package as well, making them really suitable for peaceful community tanks. If you have a small planted aquarium with a little bit of pest snails, then no problem. These guys will take care of that for you, and they're a very lovable pygmy loach. They're pretty energetic and they're constantly moving around, but in my experience, I've never actually seen them ever bully other fish, even during mealtime. They kind of just do their own thing and they look for their own food without bugging anybody else. They're really curious, so whenever you introduce new fish into the tank, then they'll kind of sniff around with them when new fish are added to the aquarium, but they don't do any damage to them. Kind of like a cat, when you bring a new box or something into the house, they just like to investigate it, and then they just get bored and they move on. I would recommend getting at least a 20-gallon tank or bigger because their activity level, and they're a schooling fish, so you need at least 7 to 10 in my opinion to keep them happy and to also enjoy the benefits of this fish, because part of the enjoyment is their schooling behavior. They interact really well with all kinds of other similar sized community fish as well, so you won't have any issues there. Like all loaches, they prefer a meatier food, so if you give them a sinking food that are small enough to fit inside of their mouths, or alternatively make sure that you give them foods that are soft enough that they can kind of nibble on. There is basically a lot of pros about this fish, but there's not really a lot of cons. The only downside I find is that they're a little bit expensive for a small fish, but it's nothing crazy. And to me, it's well worth it because they're pretty hardy. And then when you get a group of them in your tank, they're very active and they're very comical, and they'll probably quickly become one of your more favorite fish in the aquarium. So don't hesitate on getting your hands on some of these guys. Even if you have a smaller aquarium, they're definitely a good bottom feeder with a lot of personality. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.